Call William La, Yahawah, by Shimei Shah, by Shimmer Kakudash. Double honors to my leaders, the apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. I am Lakamah, back again to do the will of Yahawah by Shimei Shah. I'm going to get straight to it and let the scriptures speak. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 13. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. Right, these evil men, these seducers are referring to false prophets. False prophets that lead the sheep astray from Yahawah by Shimei Shah. And they do that by deceit. To deceive means to cause someone to believe a lie. And these false teachers, these false prophets teach false doctrine unto their congregation. For example, there are men among Israel that claim to be teachers, that claim to be leaders, and camps such as the IUIC, ISUPK, GOCC, WFI, HOI. These men teach that the mark of the beast is everything that it's not. The mark of the beast is the RFID microchip implant. And if you're not teaching that the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip implant, you are a false prophet. And the Most High is going to destroy you. Because you're basically leading the congregation astray. You're leading the sheep astray from Yahawah by Shimei Shah by teaching lies. You false prophets are blind leaders. As the scripture says, Lord Yahweh Shah said, the blind both shall fall into a ditch. That ditch represents destruction. And the Lord is going to require your congregation blood at your hands because of your false teachings, because of your deceit. The Lord is going to judge you by destruction, by death. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them. Right, the Apostle Paul is speaking to Timothy. He's encouraging him to continue in the things that he have learned. And the things that were written aforetime were written for our learning. So this applies to the believers of Yahawah by Shimei Shah today. We got to continue in the things that we have learned. What we have learned, we learned the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of Yahawah by Shimei Shah. And who did we learn the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of Yahawah by Shimei Shah from? The leaders of Israel, which are the elder apostles and bishops of Great Millstone. The true leaders of Israel. We learned the knowledge from them. We learned sound doctrine of Yahawah by Shimei Shah from them. So we must continue in what we have learned. Just as Paul told Timothy. And that from a child that has known the Holy Scriptures, right? So since a child, Timothy has known the Holy Scriptures. Now we today, some of us, a lot of us, didn't learn the scriptures, who didn't, because we grew up in church, but we wasn't taught the truth of the scriptures. But we are now renewed. We are now little children spiritually. We are spiritually new creatures. And that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation. Right? So now that we are spiritually renewed through the teachings, the knowledge, wisdom, understanding, Yahawah by Shema Shah, that was taught by elder apostles, a great millstone, the holy scriptures are able to make us, the believers, Yahawah by Shema Shah, the hopeful elect, wise unto salvation through faith, which is in Yahawah Shah Mashiach. Right? So this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, Yahawah by Shema Shah, makes us wise unto salvation. What's salvation? To be delivered from destruction, ruin. And that's what Lord Yahawah Shah is coming to do. He's coming to bring forth destruction. He's coming to ruin Esau, Edom's so-called white man's evil empire. And the elect of the nation of Israel, which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Israelite foreigners abroad, scattered abroad, the elect is going to be hidden from the wrath that the Lord is going to bring. Not only will the Lord bring forth destruction, but he's going to bring salvation to the elect. The non-elect, 2/3 of our people, wicked Israelites, they're going to be partakers of this destruction that's coming to Esau's kingdom. But the elect, those that have obtained this knowledge, wisdom, understanding, those that held fast to what they have, which is this truth, is going to be saved. And this knowledge, wisdom, understanding begins with faith. The scripture says, faith cometh by hearing the word. We obtain faith by being taught the truth of the scriptures. And without faith in Yahawah Shah Mashiach, you cannot be saved. So faith is key. Faith in Yahawah Shah. Which is a gift. And only the elect have obtained that gift. Kol Loyam La Yahawah Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Rakakadash. Shalom.